action. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll run on first down with Akers. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Going right back to Akers. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. A give. This is Michel. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Counting down to 30 seconds remaining. Another carry for Michel on 2nd down. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run with Michel. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Stafford now to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this. Overtime in a playoff game. Awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick 6 or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only 1 period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Gaskin again on 2nd down, and he'll be brought down right around the 37.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 8, and defensively they'll say you can have that. And play will be stopped here with 10 seconds remaining in overtime as they've called a timeout. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. And a timeout now here in overtime with 4 seconds remaining. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 1 overtime, how about 2? We need another. We're still even. We'll switch sides and have that 2nd overtime in just a moment. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And some nice running, going to get him down close to a 1st down at the Rams' 29. Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. So the OT clock hits 0, and we're still not done. We'll switch sides and need at least one more OT to decide it after this. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 92 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And play will be stopped here with 10 seconds remaining in overtime as they've called a timeout. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And a timeout now here in overtime with 4 seconds remaining. From the 4 now, 3rd and goal. And he's into the end zone. Move over, James White. You've got a new rival for best finish to a Super Bowl ever. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys at concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But what a dramatic way to finish this bad boy off. I mean, this game was dramatic all the way through. That's why we got to overtime. And then to go ahead and finish it this way, the fans screaming out unhappy. But the team that came in here and won this one on the road, they sprinted to their locker room.
And speaking of buying things, dinner on you tonight, Davis.
I kind of figured that was coming.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. And what a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.